Okay, can we say something?
My dusty vagina, my dusty vagina. Ah.
Okay, I might just actually put that in the video. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We
We're
are
in
here.
stained glassington,
We are in Stained Glassington, the best of the Untons.
where the background is made of triangles and
It
there's a
is.
giant croissant floating in the sky.
Yes. I am
Polishing my
noticing.
shoe, oh, polishing my shoe, oh, la 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 la. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know
it's
why
not.
I'm gesturing with my mouse cursor. You can't see it.
No, I can see it. She's going la 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 la, etc. But I am noticing it's called the Cinderella phenomenon. This has actually got some really fantastic reviews. They're going,
Yeah,
oh
but they're
my
Steam
god, free
reviews.
game! I think.
Oh,
And then, well, it's just, no, it's more like, why is this game free? I don't understand why this game is free.
I don't know. They are Steam user reviews, so I don't trust them in any way.
Oh no, that's true. But I am looking. I think we've probably got a Snow White. We've got a Red Riding Hood. We've got a
Oh, is that what that is? It's a hood.
yeah.
All right.
We've got a Sleeping Beauty, and
She's
we've got Ariel's tits.
yes,
That's how that works. I don't know what this stands for. Can't think of a
the star.
yeah.
That could be fucking anyone. That's good.
Could be Rapunzel because apparently the star fell to Earth and I don't know did stuff
Is
and
that just the
became her
Disney
hair.
version, or is that the
Yeah.
rest of it?
I don't expect this to not be based on the Disney version.
That's
I
true.
mean, aside from lawsuits, but you
Oh,
know,
man, reading the Brothers Grimm, right?
yeah.
Because I've got a copy now. Little Red Riding Hood. The way it phrases in that as an older translation was Little Red Cap. Now, considering the red cap is also a form of murder fay,
Mm-hmm.
that is, yeah,
Yeah. This little murder Faye is going to meet her grandma. Is it her
murder, murder,
grandma
murder.
or is it a changeling? And murder happens. Wonder why.
Yay!
Anyway, should we start?
Yeah, go on.
I've turned the sound way down. Oh,
What?
but oh,
Yeah, we have played a Renpy visual novel before.
have we? What's a
Yeah, but
Ren P visual novel?
not just the engine.
I don't know. Let's
Renpy.
Ren P. Let's say no
Yeah.
because I'm
Say no
sure
now
I can
because
work it out.
let's just have the talkie burst open on the no button.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals.
Only two, no more.
No less. One was the crystallum, Lucis, or
Lucy.
Lucy Crystal, protected by the ruler of the fairies. I don't know why I'm talking
Bitch
like
queen.
this. Bitch
Just-
Queen, probably. The other was Crystallum Tenebrarum. Tenebrarum. Oh, I don't care. Terry, which was watched over by the High Leader of the Witches. These two groups have nothing in common whatsoever, despite being women that can wield magic. The Lucis was of course, witches are evil. We get it. The Lucis was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tenebrarum of Terry was by fear, anger, and hatred. That's a
Wow.
vagina. No, those are hands. Hang on.
And vagina.
Hand vagina. Just the fairies and the witches lived in harmony with all the humans of the kingdom.
There we go. I was lagging behind then.
No, sorry.
Have they drawn someone holding the book together?
It feels like they're like supposed.
High five.
High five. I think it's like in a mirror. It's kind of like, oh my splintered self. It's very
Oh.
dark crystal. So
My splintered self. Look at my emo-ness.
yes, I must
Have you read my
wear
poetry?
pointed sleeves in order to be fucking super goth. I am the edgy goth. They regulated the powers of the crystal in order to maintain balance between darkness and light.
Why?
Because otherwise you get, I don't know, boredom. Or maybe that's what you get when you do this.
For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. Wrong.
True. It's true. Kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a travelling bard... It's always fucking bards.
Oh. Bard's fucking. It's one or the other.
Yeah, well. If you've ever played a bard, well done. Bards are awesome. Then one day, a travelling bard decided to write stories, tales of the... Oh, they're called the Brothers Grimm by chance. Tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. Can't read. Sorry. Fuck you. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true.
Wait a minute, you just said they were.
Details! Stop it,
I
pedant!
wrote down about the kingdom. Then people in the kingdom believed the stories were true.
Yes.
And what?
That's true. He did write down the stories of the kingdom. The humans of the kingdom began to believe the fairy tales were true, because they were. And that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel, because it is.
That one that feeds on anger and despair.
Yeah, the sad one. Yeah. That's,
The one that requires suffering to live.
The witches became hated and feared, but because we're cowardly, we won't show you a murder on screen.
No, here's just a piece of wood being on fire and the sky bleeding.
Yes. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. Not a witch hunt, the witch hunt. The only one ever.
It just didn't stop. Just rolling over things.
The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse.
Because they were shit at names.
You think we are wicked? So be it.
We will use our magic that is entirely fed on anger and horribleness to make things angry and horrible.
It's funny how that works. So we're taking all the anger and horribleness away from you, but now, since you pissed us off, we give it back to you. Just as you has taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. What is this picture?
Nothing's changed for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yes, now.
I quite enjoy it when he catches up.
That is a happy shadow.
It is the
I
happy.
hug the castle. Yay!
It's very special. The witches use the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness.
Aren't the witches human?
I don't know. Are fairies human? I'm guessing not.
Well, fairies aren't, but they're just witches are meant to be human.
Well,
And they just said they attacked humans indiscriminately, so presumably they all shot each other.
we can hope.
We didn't think this through.
The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans who were responsible for the witch... blinded by their hatred. Blinded, I say. It's not completely justified.
Yeah.
You use the term witch genocide. It's kind of justified to me. A terrible war? The Great War began. I think we've got a war by that name.
Yeah. Yeah, that's already taken.
You can't use that one. That one, no.
It's like calling it, yes, there was a magical rift here created, so he fought the Gulf War. It's gonna...
Yes, you need to name it something else. How about the emu? Oh, no, that's taken as well.
Yes.
Sorry. Eventually, the Teddy Bearer, the leader of the High Witches, was finally defeated. I need to do the voice because for some reason that's what it's doing. The Terry was lost. Yeah, this is the Dark Crystal all over again. Peace was restored and the light once again triumphed.
That means sadness disappeared or what?
But darkness can never fully disappear because...
It's not a torch on it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, is the light the not natural? Light isn't the natural state of order of things, though. The darkness is the natural state. We just happen to have torches.
Yeah, you still make it go if you shine things on it.
It doesn't mean it's disappeared. Hang on, has it
does.
disappeared? No. Well,
And
it's
well, it can't disappear because it's a negative. It's an absence.
dun, dun, dun. Physics. It waits in the oh, for fuck's sake!
It is the shadows, you dick.
Patient, for when its time will inevitably return.
Around night usually.
Sign here.
Can you do anything?
Maybe.
It gives the impression you can change things if given a name.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah,
you can. It's a magic quill.
it's a
Sucks
magic
up ink.
It destroys things. What should our character's name be?
Henry Ponson before Forsyth.
Let's see if that works. Henry Ponsonby. No, Henry Ponk.
It's French.
There we go. Henry Ponk. Done.
Henri Ponk.
Henri Le Ponk. I feel like you should be doing this voice.
Hello! My name is Henry Ponkrella Breton, daughter of King Grano Breton the Third.
I said you. No. I can't. Not Brian Blessed. Shall I do it then?
If you want to.
I don't care, but I don't want Brian Blessed to do it because I can't deal with that for hours on end. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angiel. Ah, I see what they did there.
Yeah, it's just the place where the nice things are.
Yeah. At least that was who I used to be.
No, you still are, because that's an inherited rank.
That's how that works. But that was before yesterday, when I became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Oh.
Nothing's happened for me.
Oh, I love it when the plan comes together. We should probably pause. All right then. Everyone has forgotten my birthright.
And now I'm angry and have cat eyes.
Those eyes, head is supposed to be leant forward. Sorry. There's me and my friend have been bitching bitching about other people over text because sometimes people do that because.
You see how bushy her eyelashes are.
Holy shit, bruv. That's quite incredible. But also, she's leaning forward, so her eyes must be huge. Everyone's forgot my birthright. Now, I'm nothing more than a lowly peasant. No, not true. Just because they've forgotten it doesn't mean it's not your birthright.
Yeah, you're still the same person. You've just had a fall in status. You're the same person.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. I have to do what everyone else does.
Ugh. Scum. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. It's going to involve kissing someone, probably.
Yeah.
Because that's what. I mean, you're the grim fairy tale expert.
Yeah, because I've read some of them.
Yeah.
That's the expert.
Is kissing usually the curse breaker?
Oh, actually.
Huh? No. What is normally the curse breaker?
Usually there's some kind of weird ritualistic thing symbolising sacrifice. Usually there's some form of trial that is repeated in threes. And some kind of ridiculous thing they have to do that gets increasingly more difficult.
For example?
Well, Cinderella, for example, in order to go to the ball, her stepmother said, "Oh, you can go if you can pick all the lentils out of the fireplace," she says, emptying a bucket of lentils into the fireplace.
Okay.
And mixing it in with the ash and stuff. And you have to do that in an hour. Oh. And so she asked all the local wildlife to help her because she had made friends with them by hanging out underneath a tree on her mum's grave. So she got it done. And she went back and said, "Here, I've done it." And her stepmom goes, "Actually, you can do it if you can get all of those and all of these sweet peas or something else lentil-like out of it in an hour." Then she went off and called the animals again and did it. And then her mum said, "No, you just don't have a dress. Fuck off."
You thought she'd led with that?
Yeah. That's when she went off, sat under the tree that was on her mum's grave, which was a hazel tree, by the way.
Of course.
And basically got so upset that the birds, who it's been specified earlier, will go and get anything she asks for. Right? It's only now that she has an idea of, here, could you get me a dress?
So the fairy
So
tale got fairy godmother.
yeah, who were a load of birds who went off and did some larceny.
I close my eyes and remember that day. Oh, the larceny.
Yeah.
It's
So like any other day on my giant velvet bed.
Have you heard another person was cursed? Oh. No, she really does have those bushy eyebrows.
That is an evil-looking woman. And those eyelashes, not my brows. That's the terrifying thing.
Oh, yeah. Hang on a second.
She doesn't look like she's meant to be a good person in the story. She looks like she has demon eyes, and possibly eats souls, and has a blood drop necklace. Oh dear.
Oh, all right. So apparently this game is not appreciated by my recording software, like at all. Because it you may have noticed we were talking about things that you couldn't possibly know. However, you should now be able to see it. Fingers crossed. Why is there... Oh.
What?
That's badly aligned.
What? Where?
The menu button that I'm scrolling over.
The thing that's a giant black square for you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the shoe's meant to be.
Yeah, and can you not see the flower?
They just pop.
Goes pop, pop.
But it's meant to be growing out the shoe, I think.
Yeah, this game is... Okay, this game was a free game. I hasten to add. Anyway, Henry Ponk. I'm on my way to the dining hall for my breakfast and I stop and I listen to the sound of hushed voices.
Yes, before she... Oh, God, they've got no eyes.
I think somebody else has been cursed. That's a thing.
We know who was cursed. We know who was cursed.
There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are slacking off again. Apparently I am evil.
Rip out their throats and feast on the warm blood within.
Yes. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it?
Right. He just said there was one. And now apparently there's more.
They say it was... Oh no, hang on. They say it was Pinocchio.
They made a puppet and it came to life. What?
Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. So is this accent, but we're not saying anything. For once. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. They've got the same accent. They can't... Basically, they ship in eyeless maids. So...
What is this one island, no pun intended, where
it's a genetic defect.
Yeah, well, they've been kind of bred for it now.
Yeah.
It's fashionable.
You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think
the ceilings are just filthy, though.
Well, in this picture, they kind of are. So is everything else, mind. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after... Oh, fuck off. After you know who was defeated.
What, Satan?
Voldemort.
Volder Satan.
Volder Satan. You two were hired to work, not talk.
To be fair, they're commoners. You probably didn't hire them. They probably don't have any choice in the matter.
No one ever does. We're sorry, Your Highness. Yeah, she's evil.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to be less subtle about it. She's a fucking vampire. Just look. Next time she looks at the screen, just...
Yeah,
look.
I was already there. Don't worry. You didn't need to tell me. I got where you were going from.
Even her rose looks like a blood stain.
As can only be expected for the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began.
What, even before the Archduke was shot?
I do not have much interest in its effects even now, for I am to be head of state. Therefore, matters of state will not concern me.
More worried about what's going to happen with the Prussians invading.
After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed.
Oh, she is a vampire. Okay.
The victims are weak. Angèle would be better off without the dead weight.
Commence the purge!
If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from the Angiel the instant they fell prey to it.
Why is it infectious?
Possibly. But Mother is not here anymore. I murdered her. Drunk her blood.
I ate her face.
And she will not come back. Ever. Except at midnight.
And it's got a steak to the heart, garlic inside basically a solid lump of garlic, which has been soaked in holy water, and inside a block of salt that's been fired into the sun.
At a crossroads.
Yeah. Okay, that's creepy when they smile.
I'm getting a distinct Auton vibe from this. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall.
Because it's breakfast, you dick.
I'm on my way.
Blah!
The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all...
Well, Rod Hull.
Hang on. I know this picture. This is quite a famous picture.
I'm no... This, that appears to be the Romanov family crest above one of the,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does actually.
Right, okay.
We maybe should have named her Anastasia. Because no one knows what happened to Anastasia.
So obviously she became Cinderella for some reason.
Yes, because why not? The king, Ophelia, and Rod.
Right,
I'm assuming Rod's a stepmother. They're all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. How generous of me.
I thought I'd say King Generic then, who has his penciled on beard. And when you have the crystal hovering,
I know.
he's got a pencil. Good morning, Henry Ponk.
Good morning, Your Majesty. I always call my father Your Majesty. Good morning, Henry Ponk.
He's holding... the way she's grasping her hand, it's like she's pregnant, but she hasn't got a bump.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Henry Ponk!
Ophelia? Ophelia Widensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. Fuck, do you know... Why are her collarbones inverted? Because surely the light should go on the edge of the collarbones. And then it becomes... At the moment it looks like her chest has sunken in.
Wait, oh god, sorry, my eyes just adjusted. I thought she had a really thick hem on the top of her dress.
No, those are her
Jesus
collarbones. I know, right?
Okay, yeah. Well, she's got less psychotic eyes. Her eyes still don't look human, but that might just be the art style, as opposed to
she's
the
a lowly
demon.
baker, which I suppose is why the crescent is a croissant. So...
If that's intentional or not.
I'm going with maybe?
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah.
I'm going with fuck knows. Yeah.
Wasn't intended to be helpful, but you know.
Well, you know, he's married a lowly baker.
Okay.
Makes one hell. Sad line. One hell of a cake.
It's not the cake that he was tasting. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother.
Always with the capital M.
Yes. I take my seat next to the king and then look up at the person sitting opposite me.
Blah. Blah. That's not how tartan works.
Rod Benedict Widensov, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet, as usual. He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. What? Okay, so he married your mother, and this is your younger stepbrother, so you haven't... So basically what you're saying, you were born, he got married probably in less than a year. Okay. He's mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. Then he's
That's
not
not how
fucking
being mute
mute.
works. Yeah, that's being a ventriloquist.
That's selective mutism.
It's apparently given to him by a fairy. Get rid of it. Burn it.
Burn it! Burn it!
Burn him. Do have to be safe.
Yeah. Changeling! Just saying
Yeah.
it now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, the weird selective muteness, that is a bit changelingy.
Yes. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister...
Is a bitch.
My eyes go to... His older sister's a bitch. Okay. Well, surely Rod is the heir to the kingdom, because I don't think they're going down the female line here.
On the other hand, I don't know how it works with stepbrothers and sisters, because he won't. It depends, because as a stepbrother, he might have married in, as it were. He might have been born before the wedding happened.
Oh!
Actually got any of the king's blood in him.
Oh, I assumed that, No, I assumed that was the king's son. Oh, well. Yeah, okay, I hadn't even thought about stepbrothers, really.
Which explained why she referred to herself as crown princess, previously, rather than just princess.
Ah, okay. She's probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing without looking in a mirror.
Well, she can't, but it doesn't work for her anyway.
What's that name? Emmeline? I think.
Emil Agni.
Emmeline.
Yep.
Oh.
Do.
Emmeline. Oh, she's one of these characters. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is.
Fuck her.
Good morning, dear father.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I said the other one had eyes like a cat. That's Jesus.
Yeah. There is a distinct cat feline. Good morning, Rod. And a good morning to you too, Henry Ponk.
Fuck you.
It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Beautiful morning for murders.
Emma Lagney, Riddensov, Rod's elder sister, and my stepsister. She acts as if we were blood too, as if she too were born a princess. As if she could be crown princess, perhaps steal my place.
Yeah, it's an only child.
I will never let that happen.
No, not everyone is here. Let us begin. Num 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 num.
Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast.
Oh, just feels a still beating heart.
Yeah. What the thing is, the best sound effect was they basically just dropped cutlery to make that sound effect.
Carefully.
So Emma Lagney, you were reading the fairy tale books the king brought you.
Because nothing else happens in this kingdom apart from the fucking curse.
Apparently so. Oh yes, there are so many and they're all so wonderful.
Well, the way people suffer from them and everything.
Thank you so much, Father.
I'm happy you like them.
I love them. It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That's because Mother hated them. She had all the books burnt. Ah, you know that someone's sane and rational when they burn books.
You could just, give them to a second-hand shop.
But why? They're such charming stories.
This is written by someone who's never actually read the Brothers Grimm, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because those stories aren't charming.
Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve.
Like having their stepsister's eyes pecked out by a film.
Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters.
Well, the first three are statistically proven to exist.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. The bastards.
What won't lie about the witches, Henry Punk? They got spells.
The atmosphere shifts in the air, the air in the room growing heavy. Continue
Everyone
to
dies
eat.
of asphyxiation.
Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps, dun-dun-dun-dun, it's other people.
What do people actually think the witches are the font of all evil or something?
Yes, they've established this in the beginning.
I mean, literally the font of all evil.
Yes. Perhaps humans...
Oh, sorry, that's you. Sorry, I thought it was him for some reason.
Because it's got a male name.
He looks like a Henry.
He does.
And a punk.
Perhaps the humans are the cause of their own downfall.
Don't be stupid. No one has any control over their own fate. Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Philosophy! Witches are nothing, of course, nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom.
Prove it?
Well, yeah, I'm going to record the bits where they go around hugging cats or anything. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects.
The truth is, I know very little about the time witches had free reign over Angel.
Stop making statements about what they're doing then.
I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room.
Because you've done something wrong.
Yeah, because you're a witch, Harry. Henry, you're a witch, Henry. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone.
Murderous vampire.
And so, I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent?
Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angela after the Great War. I thought it was still going. Our people are the kingdom's foundation. Who else would we trample on? I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Not enough to pay them proper wages or give them rights, but you know, every day I wonder what your mother taught you about.
Leave Mother out of this, Father.
Boop.
Dear, please.
Boop.
Henry Ponk, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Ooh, bitch.
Henry Ponk, you will show your mother respect.
Stepmother. She is not my mother.
Mumsy.
I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king. It has been 17 years and I have never felt any love for him because I am such a twat.
Yeah, some kind of, I don't know, psychopath, sociopath, arsehole. It's just...
He treats Emanlagini and Rod. Why would you...
Sounds like a comedy band.
Why would you name your kid Emanlagini and Rod?
Really like Rod Hole?
Probably.
I like emus. I puppet ones.
Who only entered our life 1 year ago like his own children.
To be honest, it's more that he treats them like human beings.
Because they've shown to be...
Human beings.
Yeah.
Whereas Henry Ponk is some kind of psychotic vampire.
Who also has the weirdly indented...
Oh, yeah.
Better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was.
Not the mother who kept you locked in a room.
Guess that's how that works. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she'd still be here.
Was it an artillery shell? That's less an accident if it's an artillery shell. It's a...
Depends on
the shower face so early in the morning, princess? Yep, that's the voice for that face, apparently.
Yeah, that's totally the voice for that
Another
face.
vampire. Let me guess, it's the king, the queen, or Princess Samlinglautinen. Or is it all of them, the bastards?
I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early?
Oh, so I'll do the Germans.
Ah.
No wonder they're upset about how the Great War went. I'm some errands for me father.
Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, the son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera.
Also, his first name literally means son of Gerald.
Yes.
So,
His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honour of becoming my personal knight, because that ends so well.
wait, she's already turned him into a thrall. Look at him.
I'm sorry, but the idea of a personal knight is dodgy. Because of,
Yeah. That sounds like the suit is fitting him up for marriage.
Or definitely virginity stealing.
Yoink!
Yoink!
Give that back.
3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honour of becoming my personal knight.
Bodyguard?
I suppose so.
Yeah.
His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays.
You never spent any time with anyone beforehand, so that's actually a step up.
You should wait in the throne room then.
Thank you. I'm holding my sword suggestively. Ooh, rubbing me pommel. Princess!
Yes.
You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Not even after the 3-hour tickling session.
Why is that of any importance?
I'm sticking my oar in. Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess, when I'm riding you, while I'm helping you. I won't take up more time. I'll see you at 10. I'm going to go stare at a window for 8 hours.
10?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. That's when I tuck you in.
Forgotten what?
We're going to town today, remember? Oh, is it 10 a.m. we're meant to be going? 10 p.m. Oh, we're supposed to go get drunk.
I deflate as the realisation dawns upon me. It's been 2
Also,
days.
Have you noticed how my hand has been drawn? It looks like it's designed for me to get a bigger sword later on that fits more comfortably.
Either that or he's a ponce that just likes to caress his pommel.
It looks more like it's hovering around his sword. He's not actually going to touch it. Oh, look at the sword I'm not touching. Look how I'm not stabbing you.
It's been 2 days since the king issued the order.
66?
I guess so.
Henry Punk, I would like you to accompany Amlani on one of her town outings, where she may or may not get murdered by peasants.
Surely you could send maids with her instead.
It'd be ridiculous. They're for cleaning. They'd be rubbish as anything else.
Can't see!
I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send you some maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister.
Stepsister.
She's your sister. You treat her and Rod as if they were your own blood.
I think that's possibly asking a lot for somebody who's known someone a year.
Yeah.
You're now sisters. Act like it. What, you mean screaming, fighting and being bitchy?
Throw cushions at each other and complain about things.
That sounds about right.
2 days from now, you're going to accompany Emily outside.
Ugh!
It has been 4 years since you last left the palace.
Oh.
You're getting worryingly pale, and your legs have atrophied. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. Barely leave your room, not even to build a snowman. And he was in the grip of war back then. But now the kingdom is safe. and back to its former glory. Tell that to the ruins. I want you to see how beautiful Harry really is. Henry Punk, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with him, Lon, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows.
Is that an order?
Yes, now fuck off.
Ugh.
Are we clear?
Ugh.
Henry Punk.
Understood, over and out, sir. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended.
What, checking all of them?
Mm-hmm. Every single one. We knocked on each and every door.
Yeah, you alright? No, I'm dead. Oh, fuck.
I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here.
Princess, you alright?
Ugh.
It won't be that bad. Townsfolk are good people.
It's not how people work as a group. Sorry.
Well, we sent all the bad ones to the front lines. Now they're dead.
How can you be so sure?
Because anyone who didn't do what we say, we automatically include as being bad. Times have changed. People change.
That is precisely the problem.
Complaining they were the same.
Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end.
Meh. Sometimes change is for better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I'll see you later.
And at that note, I think we should probably call it an episode. This is a strange, strange game.
The broken slipper is going to... It's quite distracting.
It does piss me off a little bit. Just hang on. Bing! Bing!
No.
Bing! You can go see the next episode on Corpse's channel. You can now see the next episode on Corpse's channel. I'll make a playlist. It'll be fine. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.